Hi, ESL and SEI team. I want to do a quick action plan for the Thanksgiving, November 15th through 18th ESL and SEI team workshop. It's really important. You're at sort of this critical time right now, and I want to just really quickly give you some recommendations to do to try to help you with your studies over the next few days and weeks before you test, okay? And now always make this a game. We talked about in this class, the best version of you is going to emerge if you make every question, every essay a game. And it's definitely got to be a game that you want to win. So you got to play like you mean it now. Squeeze in that hour a day of training, okay? But the action plan is very simple. There's a couple things you need to do this week and over the next couple weeks really to help you with your studies. The first two seem very obvious, but not everyone does them, but they're very important. You got to read over your packet again. This is something that you can start tomorrow, November 19th. Start reading over your packet, look at the pictures, look at the headings, try and build up as many vocabulary words and go through those questions again, practice the strategies, but go through that packet one more time between now and Thanksgiving. Give that and I would do it this week. This Tuesday, this Wednesday, this Thursday. So while your class is very fresh in your head, you could zip through the packet again and do all the sections that we did in the live class. That'd be very easy to review because you just took the class, right? That's one. You should be doing that this week before Thanksgiving. Two, you got to go through the class recordings, especially the stuff that we didn't do in the live class. Like there's a section on linguistics that still needs work. There's more work to be done under the essays. Both groups, there's more work that needs to be done in that section. Or under vocabulary and literacy strategies and reading and writing strategies, there's a video there. Or best practices in sheltered English immersion, there's stuff there. So you got to go through, and if there's any videos that you missed on the Go language page, try and watch them this week. Like literally this week, not after Thanksgiving, but this week. You're going back. You got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe Monday before the Thanksgiving fever really takes over. So you got about a week now to really kind of get some of these studies in. Try and do this now, okay? Review your packet, watch those class recordings before Thanksgiving. I think the third step, this is taking the practice exams. In the live class, we talked about the practice exams, which ones to take. But for both groups, I'll just make it super simple, okay? If you're in ESL, by the way, these practice exams are located on the pre-workshop homework page. So the top 100 pre-workshop homework page, it's at the bottom of the page. You'll see the links to the practice exams. But if you're trying to figure out which ones you should do and you want to keep it very easy, ESL teachers, you should take the 54, the 79, and the 56. Why would you do that, ESL? Because there's going to be some of those 56 questions on your 54 test, and there's also going to be some of those newer questions on the 79 on your 54 test. So you would take these others for additional practice to help you with your ESL, and some of those questions would trickle over onto your exam. And then if you're SEI, well, SEI teachers don't have as many questions to study. On their test, they only have 60. They're going to have the SEI teachers only have to do 60 questions, but there's going to be a really tough essay. So to help you with those questions, SEI, in addition to going through the 56 exam, you should also take a look at the 54 and 79 questions. You'd find it helpful. So essentially what I'm asking you to do, everyone, is a bare minimum. I want you to go through the 54, 79, and 56 exams because there will be some questions on each exam that could fall under your test, okay? So it's worthwhile to study these because everyone will have some questions on second language acquisition. Everyone's going to have questions, some type of question on sheltering content and content instruction. So this is something that both groups would benefit from to go through these exams here. Okay. All right, and the last thing I want to just share with you, while you're doing all this, team, please continue to help your students. The holidays can be very busy. They can be very stressful. They feel overwhelming for an adult. But for kids, it's something entirely different, right? There could be a lot of kids in your class that really struggle with the holidays, especially something like this one right here. And this would be the time now, this week, while everyone's running with their head chopped off like a chicken, right? I mean, like literally like running back and forth to send in progress reports. This would be the week now to start looking and saying hi to kids and making sure they're okay. So don't forget this week and next week as we head into the holiday and through this whole holiday period. Keep making connections with your students, okay? And try and spot those kids that struggle during this time and give them a hello. That's all you have to do is just get the hello and get something in and help them, all right? Okay, team, I wish you the best. I wish you a wonderful and a happy Thanksgiving. Please keep me posted on how your exams go, okay? Take care, team. Bye-bye.